Hi everyone, my name is Amber, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about the book to movie slash TV show adaptations that I'm looking forward to watching and then also reviewing. Some of these are a little bit older but they're very high on my radar. They're ones that I've been meaning to review for a while and a couple of others aren't actually out yet. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So the first one I want to mention is a TV series and book series that I have read already and I just haven't gotten around to reviewing it because it came out around the same time that we went into lockdown. So I had a whole video series planned for it. It just never happened because of COVID. So that is Locke Key by Joe Hill. Three and a half books were recently adapted into a TV series on Netflix and I've watched the first season, which is the only one that's out so far, and I did enjoy it. It didn't have the same tone as the books, which are very grim horror. The TV series felt a lot lighter than the books did, and I did have a few criticisms in terms of how they portray my favourite characters, but I will be talking about that in a full review. I don't think I'm going to be doing this one anytime soon. I might try to time my review discussion for around the same time as season 2 comes out because then it will be more relevant, you know. The next one is a TV series that I haven't seen but I have read the books, and that is Get Even. This is another Netflix TV adaptation. I think the first season came out at the start of August or maybe in July. I had no idea that this was going to be a TV series. I read the books years and years ago. They came out, I don't know, I want to say in 2015, I think the first one came out, and I read it then, really enjoyed it. So this is a YA contemporary series. It's kind of a thriller. It's about a group of friends who come together from all different parts of the school. They enact revenge against fellow students for various things. If the students have done something awful, they band together and get back at them, or get even, as you could say. One day something goes horribly wrong and they become the targets of something. I can't remember what it is, and I don't really want to reread the books at this point because I read them years ago and I want to cherish that memory. I'm not convinced I would still love the books now, but I do really want to watch the show. I haven't seen any reviews on it. I don't know how well it was received. I don't know if the author is even happy with the TV series. I hope she is, because from what I remember, this book series was very fast-paced and a lot of fun to read. Next we have The Haunting of Hill House. So I've seen the TV series, the first season anyway, obviously, and I haven't read the book yet, but I'm going to try to read and rewatch both before season 2 comes out, which I think is coming out towards the end of this year. At least I hope it is, because I loved season 1. I thought it was incredible. The themes in it were A+, and I didn't get around to doing a full review on it, but I really want to, and I don't know if I'm going to do kind of a comparison between the book and the TV show, or if I'm just going to do a review of the first season and then obviously the second season as well, but I think I might do both. Let me know what you would like me to do, if you'd like a single comparison video or if you'd prefer for me to review the show. The next one is an adaptation of a book that I really enjoyed, and that is Normal People by Sally Rooney. So this was a short series. I think it was on BBC. Don't quote me on that, but I think it was. And I haven't seen any episodes of it yet, but I did really enjoy the book. So I'm looking forward to watching the show, seeing how they portray the characters and the romance between them. I've already reviewed the book, so I don't know if I'm going to do a comparison for this one. I think I might just review the series on its own. This is about two teenagers who fall in love with one another. They're from two very different backgrounds. One is quite well off and popular in school, the other one not so much, and she's also a bit of a loner. And so they go to university and they have very different university experiences. Their personalities sort of switch, and then they keep running into each other throughout the 4 years of university. I think it's 4 years, it might be 3. So I really enjoyed this book. I'm very excited to see how the adaptation goes, although I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, so I need to get around to that soon. Next we have Little Fires Everywhere, which is a book that I loved. I read it years ago. I can't remember how many, probably 2 or 3 now, and I gave the book 5 stars. I loved it, and I started watching the TV show, but I still haven't finished it because I haven't really been watching much TV. I think I've seen the first 2 or 3 episodes so far. So far it's a very good adaptation. I'm really enjoying it. I have seen very mixed reviews on the TV series though, so I'm looking forward to finishing it and forming my own opinion, seeing how much I enjoy it. Again, I think this is one that I'm going to do a separate review video for rather than a comparison like I'm going to do with Locke Key. Then there's The Woman in the Window, which I think was pushed back. I think this was being turned into a movie, but don't quote me on that. It's definitely being adapted, but I can't remember how exactly. So this one was supposed to come out in May, but because of COVID it was pushed back, and I think now it's been pushed back to towards the end of the year, and I think that Netflix are trying to get the rights to release it. I actually really enjoyed this thriller. I know a lot of people didn't. They compared it a lot to The Girl on the Train and they were quite disappointed by it. I'm not a massive fan of the author, I'm going to say that, so I don't want to massively massively promote this one, but I do really want to watch the TV show and then do a review on it or a comparison. This might be a good one to compare because it's a thriller. It could go in multiple different directions, and I think if it strays too far from the source material it might go a bit wrong, so we'll see. And then the next two are adaptations of books that I haven't actually read yet. The first one is The Outsider by Stephen King. I don't know if this adaptation is out yet. I probably should have done my research before this video. I know that it was supposed to come out in January or February of this year. I haven't read the book yet. I'm very excited to do so, but I don't think I'll be doing that until towards the end of the year, if not beginning of next year, just because I've got so many other things to do and so many other projects going on. But I'm very much looking forward to it. I've heard that this one is super creepy, so it might be a good one to watch around Halloween. And then finally we have one that had a trailer release recently, and that is The Devil All the Time. I did not know that this was actually a book first and that Netflix had adapted it, and I think the movie or TV series is coming out in September, and it's starring Tom Holland, so I'm super excited because I think he's such a good actor. And Robert Pattinson's also in it. I'm less excited about that. And Jake Gyllenhaal is producing / directing it, so that's very exciting, so I'm a massive fan of him too. I do want to try my best to read the book before I see the adaptation, so I'm probably not going to manage to watch it when it comes out at the beginning of September, but I'm going to read the book as soon as possible in September and then get to the show or movie. Is it a movie? So those are my plans for those adaptations. There are a lot more coming out this year, or that were supposed to come out this year, but so many of them have been pushed back to 2021 because of COVID. There are lots that I want to get to though, so this is just a small snippet of my upcoming plans for the next few months, and then we'll readdress where we're at after I've caught up with these series and films. I think the one that I'm most looking forward to addressing is The Haunting of Hill House, just because I adore the show and I'm so excited to read the book and look at the comparisons and do reviews on them. And then also because the second season is coming out so soon, I'm just really hyped for it. I'm really in the mood to get back into this series. I'm also quite excited for Normal People, but I think that's more of a summary book to me, and I'm very much in the mood for some spooky horror stuff. So yeah, I think The Haunting of Hill House and also The Outsider are my top two that I'm most looking forward to discussing with you all. Let me know if you're interested in hearing my thoughts on any of these or what kind of videos I could do for them. I really like watching reviews and discussions on books, movie adaptations. I used to do it on my blog a lot, but I never really brought it over to BookTube. I'm thinking of making it a regular feature now. It just means that I'm going to have to watch a lot of adaptations because I don't really watch much TV or movies anymore. So those are my plans. Hopefully I can stick to them. There will probably be more adaptations added to this list at some point, and I'll be back with a part 2, but for now this is what you've got to look forward to. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll speak to you all in the next one. Bye.